Good morning, students. Welcome to your English language class. In our previous class, we had learned the uses of present and past tenses. Today, we will continue the topic, the uses of the tense. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand the uses of the future tense, identify and correct the errors in the use of tenses, solve the given exercises. Students, today we will start with simple future tense. Let's quickly recapitulate the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus present form of the verb. In the negative sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus not plus present form of the verb. In interrogative sentence, the structure is will or shall plus subject plus present form of the verb plus question mark. Now students, simple future tense denotes an action that is about to take place or an action that will take place in the future. Let's take some examples. I shall do it now. I shall see you tomorrow. He will come here at 6 o'clock. Students, keep in mind that with I and we write shall, and with others we write will. Now let's discuss the sentence structure of future continuous tense. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus be plus present form of the verb plus ing. In negative sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus present form of the verb plus ing. In interrogative sentence, the structure is will or shall plus subject plus be plus present form of the verb plus ing plus question mark. Now students, move on to future continuous tense. Future continuous tense denotes an action going on at some point in future time. For example, she will be singing then. Students, in future, she will be performing the action of singing. Now, let's quickly recapitulate the sentence structure of future perfect tense. In positive sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb. In negative sentence, the structure is subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus past participle form of the verb. In interrogative sentence, the structure is will or shall plus subject plus have plus past participle form of the verb followed by the question mark. Now children, future perfect tense denotes that an action will be completed at some point of time in future. Let's take examples. I shall have done my work before you come. Children, here we are referring to the time when you will come. By the time you come, I shall have completed my work. My work will be over at that time. Move on to the next example. We shall all have written something in our notebooks by the time the school finishes. Here also students, we are referring to the time when the school finishes. By the time we shall have written something in our notebooks. The play will have begun when you get to the theatre. Now students, come to the future perfect continuous tense. Let's quickly discuss the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus had been plus present form of the verb plus ing. In the negative sentence, the structure is subject plus had not plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing. In interrogative sentence, the structure is had plus subject plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus question mark. Children, future perfect continuous tense. I shall have been writing means that the action of writing, whether finished or unfinished, will have been in progress for some time. Let's take some examples. We shall have been playing for 3 hours when you come here. Ashok will have been living in Jaipur for 10 years by the end of this month. Now children, we will discuss very important point, that is errors in the use of tenses. Simple past tense is often used wrongly for the present perfect tense. I did not write the letter yet. Students, it is wrong. Here, the action is not still completed. So, which tense will we use here? We will use present perfect tense. So, the correct answer is I have not written the letter yet. I did not hear from her for a month. Students, it has been a month since we received a message from her, or no news has been received from that person. So here also we will use present perfect tense. So the correct answer is I have not heard from her for a month. I lived in Chennai since 1962. Children, here we are talking about an action that started in the past and it is still going on. So the correct answer is I have lived in Chennai since 1962. Here we used present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is often used wrongly for the simple past tense. Columbus has discovered America. Children, it is wrong. The correct answer is Columbus discovered America because the action was over then and there only. We can't write present perfect tense. We have to use simple past. The Mughals have won the Battle of Panipat. It is wrong. The correct answer is the Mughals won the Battle of Panipat. Students, the reason behind it is the battle was fought and won in the past. The action got over then and there only. So we will write simple past tense instead of present perfect tense. The servant has not come when called. It is incorrect, students. The action got over in past. Its effects can't be seen. So we will use simple past. The correct answer is the servant did not come when called. I have written a letter to him yesterday. Children, the words like yesterday, last night, last evening, last month, etc. With that we use past. Here it is wrong. The correct answer is I wrote a letter to him yesterday. Here yesterday denotes past. So we have to write it in simple past, not in the present perfect tense. I have finished my work last evening. Students, last evening shows that the action is over. So simple past will be used. The correct answer is I finished my work last evening. A moment ago, I have heard strange news. It is incorrect. The correct answer is a moment ago, I heard a strange news. Past perfect tense is often used wrongly for the simple past tense. I had written a letter to her yesterday. Students, here the adverb yesterday shows that the action got over in the past. So, the correct answer is I wrote a letter to her yesterday. Here we will use simple past. We had gone to the cinema last night. Here also, last night shows that the action was over then and there only. So, the correct answer is we went to the cinema last night. She had died in 1982. This is incorrect because the action got over in past. So, we will use simple past. The correct answer is she died in 1982. Students, simple past tense is often used wrongly for the past perfect. For example, firstly, the train left before we reached the station. Children, there are two actions taking place here. These sentences are often used by joining after or before. With first action that takes place, we write down past perfect tense. And with the second action, we write simple past tense. So here, the first action is the train left. And the second action is we reached the station. So students, the correct answer is the train had left before we reached the station. Here, in the first part, the train had left. We used past perfect and with the second action, we used simple past. The patient died before the doctor arrived. Which action happened first? The patient died. And which is the second action? The doctor arrived. So with the first action, we will write past perfect tense, and with the second action, we write simple past tense. So the correct answer is the patient had died before the doctor arrived. I finished my work before he came to see me. It is incorrect. The correct answer is I had finished my work before he came to see me. Here also students, with the first action, we have used the past perfect tense, and with the second action, we used simple past tense. Now, past perfect or perfect continuous tense and not simple past or past continuous is used to express something that continued up to a past time after beginning at a still earlier time. Students, let's take example. He told me that she was ill for 6 days. This sentence is incorrect. Here, we are talking about an action that started in the past and was continued in the past. There, we use past perfect or past perfect continuous tense. So, the correct answer is, he told me that she had been ill for 6 days. She was fasting for 6 weeks when the doctor came. Here also students, we are talking about two actions. With first action, we use past perfect tense, and with the second action, we have to use simple past. So look at the correct answer. She had been fasting for 6 weeks when the doctor came. You can see here students, with the first action, we used past perfect continuous tense. And with the second action, there is simple past. Now, simple future tense is often used wrongly for the future perfect tense. He will reach home before the sun sets. This is incorrect. The correct answer is he will have reached home before the sun sets. Children, here also we are talking about two actions. First action is reach home. Second action is sun sets. So with first action, we use future perfect tense. And with the second, we use the simple present. And children, keep in mind that in one sentence, we don't use will or shall two times. So the correct answer is he will have reached home before the sun sets. I shall leave this place by the time she will come. Now students, it is incorrect. The correct answer is I shall have left this place by the time she comes. In the first part, we use future perfect tense, and in the second, we use simple present tense. Now children, this brings us to the end. Your homework is to solve the exercise given in your SNAP homework. Thank you students.